Hello, Paul here. I'm excited to share with you today how to stop worrying and take control of your life. The things you need to do to stop worrying and take control of your life. Just about yesterday, just yesterday, a friend of mine shared with me she lost her senior sister. The sister was working in a bank, and about 5 years ago, she lost her job. And from that day, she started worrying. She has 3 kids, just 5 years ago, and by December this year, December, she passed away. She was just 35 years old. 35. She was 35. So it set me thinking, why should a 35-year-old lady be thinking so much? She developed high blood pressure and she had stroke and passed away. So I want to share with you briefly how to stop worrying and take control of your life. We worry when we believe that we have no control over our life. We worry when we believe that we have no control. But when you feel you are in control, your values are in alignment with what you want to achieve, you feel in control. So first and foremost, you need to know your values. We are not going to go deep into that. You must know your values. There are ways you can check your values. But just what I want to share with you is that basically two things in our lives. There are two things. The day we are born and the day we are gone. Two things. The day we are born and the day we are gone. In between are the things that happen. That's what we call life. If you look critically, there are a lot of things that are out of our control. You have no control. And there are a lot of things that you have total control. Therefore, for the things you have no control, forget about them. Forget about them. A lot of people worry about things they have no control. They worry about the government. They have no control over the government. You have no control over the government. You have no control over the army. Of course, as a citizen, you can go and vote. That's all. That's the only control you have, your ballot paper. So stop worrying over things you have no control. You have no control over the weather. You have no control over the weather. And then there are things that you have total control. You have total control of your mind. You have total control of your mind. You have total control of the goals you can set for yourself. So those are the things that you should focus on. The things you have total control over. Those are the things that you should. And then set goals. When you set goals and you work purposely towards your goal, you feel confident. You feel in control. And that's just various ways of setting these goals. All right. One of them is the Eisenhower matrix. Eisenhower matrix. Some people call it the importance and urgency matrix, which was shared by Stephen Covey in the book 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, which shows 4 quadrants. Actually, that matrix is called Eisenhower matrix. Okay. So you can visualize a square with 4 quadrants. Quadrant 1, quadrant 2. Then urgency on one axis and importance on the other axis. The vertical axis, importance, and the horizontal axis, urgency. Urgent, not urgent, important and not important. So with that, you have 4 quadrants. And the quadrant where you have the important and urgent, a lot of people spend time in the important or urgent, but you realize that important and urgent things are things that are more or less crisis driven. They cause stress. It's because of lack of planning, because lack of setting goals. So you spend a lot of time there, you are stressed, you are driven. But if you look at it once more, it's actually in the quadrant 2 where you not urgent but important. Not urgent. The things that are not urgent compared to things that are urgent, and they never make noise. Not urgent things don't make noise. They don't shout. Urgent things shout. Do me, do me, do me. But not urgent things do not shout. They don't make noise. But they hold the key to sustain success. Like preparation. You want to go for exam, you prepare for the exam. Preparation. Preparation is in not urgent, but it's important. Preparation, prevention, prevention of accidents, prevention of everything, prevention of not being caught unawares because you did not plan. But if you put in the plan, set goals, you're going to prevent a lot of things. And then finally, we're not finally planning. I've talked about planning. You must plan. We talked about 6 horizons of focus in one of the presentations. Plan ahead. 6 months, 1 year, 18 months, 2 years, 5 years down. Of course, because of a lot of things that happen in the environment, having the plan enables you to at least have it in your mind, your subconscious. Yes, so this thing. Of course, you might not be able to be exact in your planning, but having it on paper enables you to have that subconsciously. Yes, planning. And then relationship building is also in the not urgent. How many times have you called maybe your parents? How many times have you called? Build relationships. It's part of emotional intelligence. Build relationships. Dig your well before you're thirsty, because you don't know when you need it. So if you do this, you feel in control and you'll be less stressed. So you'll be less stressed and your productivity will go up. Thank you very, very much. You feel more in control. You'll be less stressed. Thank you.